Hello everyone, thank you for clicking on my channel. Welcome to the journey home. My name is Catherine and I live in Nova Scotia. This is your afternoon delight reading. And the wedding was a huge success. A little, maybe two glitches. When Robert said, "I take you as my awful wedded wife," that was hilarious. My sister, my special needs sister, the bride, twirled and twirled and twirled all afternoon, all evening. I don't know how her head could have tolerated that, but twirl she did. She was one happy bride. The groom cried. It was so sweet. Also, I'm going to be doing a video with both Laura and Robert. They would like to thank all of you who helped to make this wedding possible for them. They have been together for almost 23 years and finally tied the knot on Saturday. A really beautiful occasion to witness this. So they would like to do a video to thank you for all of you who donated towards the wedding. It was very, very touching. Thank you so much. Thank you so much on behalf of my family. All right, let's get on with your reading, guys. I shuffled a bunch of decks until some cards started flying. The Fairy Oracle decided they were going to give me two of each for you and a significant other. So let's start with you. This is Epona's wild daughter, Dorcha. This is the Sphinx. This is about riddles. This is about self-discovery, finding out things. You may ask a question, for Spirit to answer. How come I can't find the word? For Spirit to show you. And it might be answered with another riddle. The beauty is that she of the Kruak is here. So it doesn't even matter what the answer to these riddles are. There is a sense of urgency in this self-discovery, something that you need to discover within yourself. But this is about unconditional love. So maybe it's about a self-healing, self-love, someone in your life who is showing unconditional love while you work through some of these riddles. For your significant other, we have the Sage and the Guardian at the Gate. The Sage is usually where a sign is assigned to this card. It's usually Virgo. But the energy is that this person is at the gate, quite literally, stepping through it to begin their new cycle. It could be that, you two broke up. They're finally moving forward. They're finally walking through that gate. The gate is open for them to step through. And this person is very pensive. It doesn't have to be a Virgo, of course. It's the energy. And you can see he's battle worn. His sight is maybe not as clear as it should be. But at least he's got one eye on the gate to step through it. This person has gone into hermit mode to do a little soul searching of their own, to try to align with the universe, their own purpose, their own path. But this old path that they've been on, possibly for years, they're now at the gate. They're ready to walk through. And I believe there was blockages that came up on the Facebook reading. Now, what we have for you here is the Bee. This is about celebration. This is about being harmonized. Every person has a role. Every person has a place. This is really quite the happy card. You can see the sun is shining. They're doing their work. They're doing their being, and I think this is you, continuing to do your work for your own self-healing, for your own spiritual path and physical path. the significant other has the fish. This is about returning to origins from before birth, discovering things about themselves. A salmon will fight upstream to mate. So it could be that this person is, this internal battle within them is trying to fight their way spiritually back to you, spiritually back into alignment with the universe and what the purpose is for their life, their path, their life path. So it's quite lovely the way these two are together. And with She of the Cruach, which is an unconditional love, there's healing, but you're at different stages right now. You're at this stage and they're fighting upstream to reach that understanding, to walk through that gate, that guardian at the gate, to walk through that doorway. It'll be interesting to see how the tarot unfolds about these riddles, because this card does show a sense of urgency. It could be that this person is walking out of your life, that there is a finality that you're coming to because of this healing card, this unconditional love, almost like a wishing them well as they explore their own path, life path. Perhaps this is, maybe this is backwards, you know, this could be the person and this could be you. You've come to that gate and they're confused but fighting their way through, knowing that there is unconditional love for them. We'll see in the tarot. Let's start with this deck. Your crowning energy is transformation. We've been going through this for quite some time, this transformation. It has been a very long healing process. There was a lot of pain involved, but there was an ending. And now the transformation is 13 bears down into 4, which is that foundation building. And it seems to be like your soul goal right now in laying down those foundations, in making sure that, you know, your future is solid, that your feet are on solid ground. The other crowning energy is the King of Water. So this is about someone, could be a water sign, who has their hand held out. They're allowing this person to go on their path, do their thing, but their hand is out in case that person ever needs that healing touch. This is a person who's keeping their emotions in check. They're not showing their feelings, but they have the capacity for deep compassion, love, giving, healing. And we shuffled the cards and I didn't cut them, but I'm going to cut them now. We'll keep the King of Water though. No doubt it was meant to be. Bottom of the deck is the Magician. This can, depending on the cards around it, how they turn up, can be about manipulation. But it is also about having self-control, controlling, manifesting what you need and want into your life. Working hard at manifesting it. Now, this throws me back to the Facebook message today about someone having control issues and doing their best to manifest something new in their life, someone new in their life. So they may be chasing, you know, distractions without facing what Dorcha, the Sphinx, the riddle, the sense of urgency, to see something within themselves and or maybe realize that there is healing available. Healing in a capacity that would be surprising, not in the way it was anticipated, but certainly in a miraculous, beautiful way. 5 of Water is about grieving. Gosh, I can't help but feel like we're doing a reading for the other person and not ourselves. But let's see anyway. You have grieved. I know many of you who are subscribers have been through a very deep grieving process, painful, uh, but didn't notice that there was a seahorse on the tail, which is a treasure. It's like ignoring that treasure because you're too deep in your grief. The next card is the Three of Water. You could have dealt with a three-party situation. This person just had too many people around them. They didn't prioritize you. This is also about a celebration card where people harmonize. Again, we have a throwback from the bee. Knowing what others are bringing to the table, knowing what you can bring to the table, and having a cause for celebration. A lot of you could be going through family reunions, weddings. It's that time of year for celebrations. Perhaps you're going to these celebrations, but inside you're grieving, not showing it. Six of Fire. Now this is all about victory. Victory over self, victory over love, victory, victory, victory. Meeting your goals, rising to the occasion, doing what had to be done. And it is noticeable. You're being recognized to be the best balloon in the sky. And these people are trying to catch up. We have the Star card, Major Arcana. So is transformation. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, but this is about that portal that's been open since that eclipse season. Maybe that was the Sphinx card, that sense of urgency, that needing to step through that portal. The time is now. But this portal opens the doorway towards your path, your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. Sometimes it takes a leap of faith. But this card also offers healing, forgiveness, that transformation into the new part of understanding of yourself. Three of Air. Yeah, there was some deception. There was a heartbreak. Three-party situation. You were not a priority. I guess they thought they either didn't care or they just thought you didn't mind or you would always be there. But here at the heart of the reading, you're moving very, very quickly towards your own destiny. This could involve traveling. It could be that, this could involve travel. Five of Earth, yeah. Feeling left out in the cold because of how this person hurt you. But you're seeing those pentacles that were there for you all this time. Whatever blocked them is now being unblocked. Perhaps it is for this person. They know that they hurt you and they're starting to notice your value and moving quickly towards you. The Emperor. So you could be dealing with a person who is very stubborn, controlling, but they're a boss. They like to call the shots. But the beauty is that if the Emperor finds his Empress, or that realization, or that awakening to their Empress, that Empress is not taken for granted. They build an empire together. And here you have a decision to make. Perhaps, do I build an empire with this person or do I cut them loose? But this decision, and I think it is urgent now to do it. Many of you already have. You've cut this person out of your life and started walking decisively down a completely different path. But for some of you, this decision has to be made to either move towards your pentacles. This shows me that you gave yourself sanctuary. You were out in the cold, but you saw your value. This started coming into focus. Now you have your own sanctuary. Moved very quickly towards it. And this Emperor sees that. It could be this Emperor is the one that needs to make a decision. Do I want this person in my life? Or do I allow this person to race away from me? And walking away. This is the walking away card. So they or you or the both of you have decided to walk away from this situation. To no longer entertain building an empire together. We'll clarify this now. Yeah, there was a lot of sneaky behavior. Secrets, backstabbing. What you thought was on your side or in your court, this person was not honest. A lot of sneaky behavior. So transformation, you have a choice. You've had to juggle a lot of things on your plate, but you managed. Even though the sea was raging behind you, you managed to stay in balance. You managed to ground yourself, and you're also facing a decision. In this transformation, what will it involve? Will it involve a healing of an old situation, or will it involve something new? In this person, there was a very distinct message that they were looking for someone new, wanting a new situation, walking away from this connection they had with you to replace you with someone else. They could be, following people on social media, kind of like stalking, or maybe they're actively dating. But they're looking for a replacement. Clearly looking for a replacement for you. They want to heal this pain that they feel because they know what they did. They know how they hurt you. But I think they tried to justify it. And in trying to justify it, they feel that justice will come as soon as they replace you. So they're actively trying to replace you. Princess of Wands. There's passion here. It's not just about good sex. It's about love. There's some thoughtful work going on here. A lot of thoughtful work. Inner work. Where does this person reach out to make an offer with someone they're passionate about? Do you reach out to make an offer with someone you're passionate about? She seems to be holding her... I don't think so. She's holding her wand in a defensive manner. Almost like, yeah, I know I've got it. I know what I have to give. She or he is a passionate aura people are drawn to, but she's not putting out, or he's not putting out. They still regard somebody like that. It's almost like waiting to see what happens. Is this person going to fall on their face and then I'll help them? Five of Water is going to be clarified by the Four of Swords, but through this grieving period, you are having a spiritual healing. This is you or the other person who has gone into hermit mode to work on yourself. go through this grieving process. Perhaps just waiting to get through that grieving process so that they can move on with something new. Three of water and Three of water. So they stayed in a three-party situation where you were not the priority because they thought that this is where their Ten of Pentacles is. This is where their family is. This is where their legacy is. You are not a priority. You are not included in that legacy. But we have victory. You found your ground and you found the gold at the end of the rainbow. You made the impossible possible. They didn't think you would do it. They didn't think that you could, but you did. And you had victory. The Star card. Going through that portal is bringing you to a solid, solid foundation. This is the commitment card. Stepping through that portal, perhaps there's someone who's been around you that wants to begin something new with you. All you have to do is step through the door and do it. But I see a sense of holding back, preferring to be alone for now, preferring to be single. Perhaps you think that that portal will always be open for you, and when you decide to go through it, then you'll have your commitment. But for now, you want to be single. That's not a very good idea, though, because it's a portal, and portals are there's a time frame involved here before something is completely lost, like water through your fingers. Three of air. Eight of Cups. Walking away. You're walking away from this heartbreak. This person didn't put you as a priority. It was just, perhaps you felt played. And you're walking through a very narrow passageway right now. But there's that calm knowing that your Two of Cups is on the other side. You just need to keep walking down your own path, despite them, choosing others over you. Choosing either one other or many other. There could be many involved. And you're moving very quickly, very, very, very quickly to your path. On your path. You're on the right path, moving forward. You walked away from this heartbreak. You were like, oh no, I'm not doing that again. The Chariot is going to be confirmed with the Chariot. This is really extremely fast energy. It's almost that if you're at the gate or at the portal, just once you get close enough, you're going to be sucked in and thrown out the other side on your path. And when you get to the other side, that realization, when this is coming into focus for you now. You're not out in the cold. This is about feeling left out in the cold, but she sees what's happening. She sees what's starting to unfold. Her own legacy or his own legacy. You want your legacy? Keep your legacy. You could have had a bigger legacy. No matter. You're going to build your own empire. Let's clarify it. Yeah. We have celebration. You may have felt left out in the cold because of a three-party situation where you were the last priority on the list. But we have victory, wealth, solid foundation, and celebration. The Emperor feels betrayed, broken. This is a finality. This is the ending. So as I said in the Facebook page about that tower moment, So what could happen? The worst has happened. It already happened. There was a loss, a breakup, an ending. This Emperor wants a new beginning. But the decision is crucial and urgent to decide whether or not they want this Queen of Cups. A lot of water energy today. This is the healer. Do they want to heal? Do they want to transform? What's the decision here? Do I make this person a priority? Do I stand with them or not? Walking away. Yeah, all that sneaky energy, secrecy, you're walking away. You're walking through that portal towards your destiny, your path, your purpose. You're healing. And it was a long time coming. A long time coming. This person did you wrong. A grave wrong. You were taken for granted. You were played with. No more. That's you walking through the portal. This is the Emperor knowing that you're doing it. You're walking away. Could be that they just took too bloody long making a decision. It strikes me very sharply that this person still has a lot of work to do on themselves before they can align with the universe. They do believe that their legacy is here to celebrate. But are they happy? No. When we have a legacy card showing up, this is about amalgamation of families, extended families, all the people you love around you. That fulfillment. But you can have all the people around you that you want, but without that one unconditional healing love, you don't really have anything. But this Chariot, your movement forward out of this three-party situation, out of this feeling out in the cold, you built your own sanctuary. And in doing so, you've become prosperous. There's a lot of growth here. If anything, you're healing yourself. That's evident. This person is honestly feels like the only way to heal is to find, and it's true, the only way to heal is to find that true love, to complete that 10 of Pentacles. However, they may have cut out the one that got away. And did they cut it out, or did you? It looks like you walked away. This was too much. Too much. And they wanted to repeat a new cycle with you, but it was going to be the same thing over again, where you were low priority. You're walking away. Your Two of Cups is on the other side of that passage. You're going through this portal. And on the other side is stability, a foundation, and a commitment. Jump. I'm going to take this over to the extended reading. If any of this resonated for you, you can ask me a question under the extended reading and I'll pull you a card to help personalize it. There are some that I have to answer because of the weekend and the wedding. So sorry guys that I didn't get to your pulling your cards on Friday. I will certainly do that today and get caught up on some of these personal readings that have come in Again, thank you so much for the donations that went towards the wedding to make it a perfect wedding. The day, the weather was absolutely everything you could hope for. The sun was shining, it was warm, but it wasn't the there was such a beautiful breeze. It was just gorgeous. uh, Facebook readings, personal readings, all these are in the description below. Thank you guys for everything. God bless you, and we'll hopefully see you over at the extended. Bye for now.